Hi, it's Warren Dent with Zen Pro Audio. Welcome to Zen-TV Weekly. It is August the 2nd. This week at ZenProAudio.com, we've got some great deals going on. The CAD E100S. It's a supercardioid microphone with the lowest self-noise of any mic made like that in the world. It is utterly ridiculously quiet. The great thing about it, though, is the sound. Very smooth sounding microphone. It's got a great presence and detail and depth to it. That is amazing, and it really is sort of a point-and-shoot type of microphone, and then it rejects everything else so well, but works so great on so many sources also. The deal that I've got going on right now is very strong. We're doing $449 singles, and if you buy pairs, you can save another $100. So you can actually buy a pair of E100S from Zen Pro Audio right now for $7.99. They are in stock and shipping. You can email me through the site for a code that I can give you that'll unlock that pricing as well. Guys that are doing location recording for drum overheads, vocals, acoustic stuff in the studio, the possibilities are endless. I would suggest Googling some reviews. There was a nice, pretty concise review out there from a guy named Paul Vanuck Jr. That was in Recording Magazine. I would check that out. I really agree with Paul's assessment of the microphone. In the Black Line Audio EQ for August, we've got those on sale right now for $9.95. It is in stock and shipping. You can go to the Clipolator right now and compare it to a lot of other EQs. It's a very smooth EQ. The tone of it is just so nice for any sort of sculpting of two-bus and also tracking duties. I find it to be great, so there's more information on the site for that as well. Fairly new to us is the Fink Audio CS2FA. That unit is a stereo tube pre as well as a Pultec style EQ, as well as a 1176 style tube compressor. Very interesting combination of things. Dennis Fink, the owner of Fink Audio, he has a unique lineage throughout his career. If you go back and look at what he's done with Yuri and also Universal Audio, this guy is directly connected with some very cool pieces of gear. I would suggest doing a little Google search on the Fink Audio CS2FA as well. It seems like an expensive unit when you first look at it. It's $4,000. However, if you add up the cost of a great stereo tube pre, a great stereo Pultec tube style EQ, as well as an 1176 style compressor limiter, you'd probably end up spending about $8K, and you'd have a whole rack full of stuff to have to maintain. The CS2FA is one of those, just does everything. You can track with it, you can mix through it. It will maintain a nice, clear, detailed type of sound, yet it can also achieve some more character type of deliveries as well. So I love things that do lots of things well. It'll track well, it'll use it for mixing, and then run your final mix through it as well, and it just keeps getting better and better. So check that out as well. It's in the Clipolator as far as the EQ and compressor too. In site news right now, the Golden Age Pre-73 stock units, I am out. I am on back order for another 2 or 3 weeks, so you can place pre-orders now. Keep those coming is fine, but we've hit another short back order on the Pre-73. Not as bad as it was in the past. I do have some full and TT mod units in stock that you're welcome to order as well. So, Elysia, the Expressor 500 is a new stereo dual space compressor that is built in Germany, is streeting for $975. And here at Zen Pro, I went ahead and bought about a third of all incoming units to the United States. They arrived this week. I haven't heard it yet. I know these guys from Elysia. They're awesome. They're just wonderful guys. They've worked their butts off to make a wonderful compressor, it seems, at an astonishing price point. It really is pretty silly. I've got 1 or 2 left out of that I can sell at this at the time of making this video. If you want to check that out on the site as well. I'm very interested in that. It's got a couple of different modes that it'll run in as far as character. It has a very interesting feature that's called Auto Fast that will grab very quick peaks and knock those down. Really cool stuff. I love them as a company. So that's a hot new product that's coming out this week. SSL just announced for their X-Logic series and the X-Rack a single-space stereo analog EQ. And what's so cool about that is a lot of people are always asking for a linkable stereo EQ that they want to mix through and use for drum bus and things. Well, SSL has delivered it. So you can run it in the X-Rack or also in the Minx. It has switchable curves between the E and G series as well. Very cool stuff. You check that out on the site. I haven't heard it yet. I'm trying to schedule all of the SSL stuff right now to also go into the Clipolator, hoping that we can make that happen at the same time. For the most part, that's the hot stuff that's going on this week. Check out the specials page and anything else on the site. And if you ever have any questions, of course, just hit me, email right through the site there. And remember, we work very hard to bring you gear now and Zen.